Federal High Court has ordered the prosecution counsel to the alleged terrorism acts against Nnamdi Kanu to serve the defendant all documents and materials needed for trial in the interest of justice. The presiding judge, Justice James Omotosho, gave the order when attempts to tender a letter and video in evidence by the prosecution was objected to by the defense counsel. Judiciary correspondent Austin Ayebe reports.
Proceeding commenced with the conclusion of the cross-examination of the first prosecution witness by the defense counsel Kanu Agabi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Agabi's son sought to know from the first prosecution witness whether he was aware that 8 out of the 15 counts charged bordering on incitement of members of the public against the officers of the Nigerian police, government infrastructure, and breaking away of some states in the east, south, and north-central from Nigeria, preferred against the defendant, have been struck out by the court. The witness said he was not aware of such development. After the discharge of the first witness, the prosecution proceeded to call the second witness. Led in evidence, the witness, who is a personnel of the DSS, told the court that he took the statements of the defendant in 2021, following a letter they received from the Attorney General of the Federation requesting the service to investigate him on an alleged act of terrorism. He said the interview was conducted in the presence of his counsel and some directors of the DSS. The witness said the defendant in the interview admitted to be the leader of IPOP and ESN, as well as the founder of Radio Biafra, which was not registered by the Nigerian government. The prosecution counsel Adegboyega Awomolo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, proceeded to tender the letter from the Attorney General of the Federation and the audiovisual recording of the said interview, but were objected to by the lead counsel, Kanu Agabi, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. The defense counsel said the materials sought to be tendered were not on the list of documents pleaded, more so that they were not served. Justice James Omotosho upheld the objection of the defense counsel and directed the prosecution to serve the defendant all the documents and materials that are to be used as evidence in the case in the interest of justice.
The documents they wanted to rely on were not served on the defense. And indeed, the court doesn't even have copy. So the court agreed to their suggested adjournment for tomorrow.
The case continues Wednesday, 7th May 2025 for continuation of examination in chief of the second prosecution witness. Meanwhile, the court barred one of the relatives of the defendant from attending 3 consecutive sittings for streaming live the court proceedings. In Abuja, Austin Ayebe, NT News.